no, I lost the pin. What is going on, everybody? RC Propaganda here. I got the Losi Lmt on my bench today because we got a problem. So, there is a design in this caster block here that is not the best, so we're going to take a look at it and I'm going to show you how we can fix it. Okay, so the problem is in right here. There are two screws, like little set screws right here, and what they do is they hold this kingpin into the caster block here, so that will slide in to the top of your caster block, and then you tighten these down, but they don't actually really hold. So see, I can just pull that out. I think from the factory they stripped them out. See, no matter how tight I try to make that, it just doesn't go in. So what happens is people are having a ton of issues where these pins are popping out. So because that screw isn't getting in there, everyone is losing these pins. I got done bashing, was cleaning the truck and everything, and somehow I got lucky and I found one of these pins was just like sitting on the inside of my wheel. So I went ahead, of course, and checked the other ones and realized I was completely missing one. So I got lucky and I have them all except one. And I don't know if you know, but these axle housings and a lot of parts of this truck are out of stock. But luckily, I came across a video. I believe the channel's Pro Noob RC. That's where I got the information. He said he found it on Facebook, but I just figured I'd give him a shout out because that's where I saw it. I'll put a link to his channel down below. But I was happy that there is a good fix, and I will show you. Okay, so here are the parts. It's actually a Traxxas part off a Max, I guess. It is part number 8940. They are hardened steel pins, I guess, for the Max, but they fit in here, but you do have to do a little bit of work to them. So if you put them side by side, right, it comes with longer ones and shorter ones. Obviously, you're going to want the shorter one, but you can see the difference in length there. It's actually not too far off. So what I'm going to do is cut these down and get them to the right length, and then what they have is some threads on the top, so they'll screw into the top of the plastic, and I heard that they work really good. So I guess you need 15 millimeters of exposed shaft here. I'm going to measure, and then I'm just going to cut this down with the Dremel and see how they fit. Now, if you don't want to cut, I guess you can put a spacer of 5 millimeters. So these must be just 5 millimeters too long on the shaft side of it. So that's what people are doing. I don't think I have anything to use as a spacer, but I do have a Dremel, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut these down and get them to fit in there, and we'll see, how they fit. All right, so here we are. My cuts aren't exactly perfectly straight, but I sanded them down, got them nice and smooth here. There's no sharp edges, and my length is good. So I already went ahead and I screwed one in. It was super simple, but I'm just going to show you right here. I pulled out the pin on the bottom of this caster block, and all I'm going to do is slide it in, slide it up. And in there, I'm going to actually back out the set screw. This one seemed to hold. That other one, the hole is definitely stripped out. So you need a 2.5 mil here. And then you just go ahead, spin that on in there. And boom. And now my wheel's spinning. That's not going in too far. So I think I'm good. You don't want to go too tight on these because then the block won't be able to turn. So that's always something you want to keep in mind. But everything seems to be turning. No binding, no issues. So I'm going to keep that little set screw in there. Just going to tighten it down a little bit just to have a little something extra. Just so I can have a little something extra. And see, I can feel it hitting the pin right there. Doesn't have to go very tight. So I think that's it. I'm good to go. I'm going to go ahead, put the other two in. I might as well do all of them so they're all the same. And I'll be ready to rock and roll. Alright, all done. Not a problem. Super easy. Again, that is Traxxas hinge suspension, something it says on it, but the part number is 8940. I guess these go to a max or something. But super simple. I think those threads are going to hold in there good, and it's going to be really good to not have to worry about the pins popping out, because they're very hard to find in stock. So it's not like you can just throw other ones in there and just keep losing them. You're going to have to come up with a method, and this definitely seems the best. Honestly, if you could get some sort of like little brass spacer, in the video I watched, that's what he used, Pro Noob. He just put these nice little spacers. So you're going to have to measure the, I think it's like 17 millimeters. So you're going to need like a 2 millimeter type of spacer, or stack up a couple of washers if you really wanted. I'd rather have a nice little spacer like he had in that video. They looked really good, and you know, they don't look out of place, or you're not adding like a bunch of washers and creating any kind of, you know, like fail point or anything. So just cutting them down is probably, I mean, if you got the right tools, right? If you got a Dremel or something you can cut it with, that would be, you know, easy. But if you don't, you're going to need to rig up a spacer. But overall, it's definitely really good, and they're hardened steel as well, so they're going to be strong, so you don't got to worry about that. But I guess that's going to wrap it up. My digger is ready for another trip, so I guess I'm going to wrap it up with this video. But hope this helped somebody, and thanks for watching my channel. Really appreciate it. Make sure you leave me a like down below. When we hit 4,000 subscribers, I'm doing a DX5 giveaway, so make sure you're subscribed if you're not already subscribed, and also enter my scale photo contest. Email me your best shot, 1 photo per entry per month, to rcpropaganda@yahoo.com, and I will catch you guys in the next video.